a video response to Amador's card and tag challenge, and I'll put a link below to the video, and I believe it's going through May 24th, which is this coming Friday. But this is the tag that I made, and excuse my hands, they're a little bit dirty, and if you happen to notice, I have this huge ugly bruise from an IV. I had a seizure on Friday and ended up in the hospital, and I'm absolutely doing fine now, but that's why my hand looks the way that it does. Anyhow, I want to go through kind of what I did and the materials that I used. I did a mixed media tag, and the first thing that I did was I took some of this Martha Stewart stucco paint and added to it the Folk Art acrylic paint in patina, and spread a layer of that over the tag, and then took this honeycomb Prima stamp and pressed it into the stucco paint, and it gave it quite a bit of texture. I'll lift up the tag when I'm done so you can see that a little bit more closely. And then I took the Color Shine in the aqua color, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, and sprayed that just to give it some shimmer over the top and just a little bit more color. And then I took the archival ink in plum and helped highlight some of the texture and just went around the edges to define the tag a little bit. And then this bird image is from a set of file folders that I have, and I have several of these. So I cut out the bird and cut out the crown, and then I doodled on the bird a little bit with some ink and edged it in gesso and added some glossy accents to his eye. And then I used some enamel embossing powder here with a doily stamp. And then this is another stamp. It says "It's Time," and I had just gotten this Reflections charcoal detail embossing powder, so I wanted to give that a try. And I think that's it for the bird, except for his crown. I did everything is kind of edged with brown ink, but I covered the crown with stickles and then added a few little rhinestone gems on there. And his beak and his feet, which you can't really see, I also used the Jelly Roll sparkle pen. And then this is a flower that I had made a little while ago, and some leaves that I had made. And then let's see, these two chipboard pieces I just edged with some ink, and underneath them I put a little bit of this is like metal mesh tubing that I got in it was in the clearance bin at Michael's a couple weeks ago, but I just cut it open and put some pieces behind there. And this, I put this little banner on here upside down purposely, but this is just a little wood veneer. I had gotten a little package of, let's see, here they are. These are little yellow bicycle naturals, and so I just took one of those and adhered a piece of clip art that I had to that and put that on there. And then up here is this little stamp cutout, is a Movers and Shapers from Sizzix, and so I cut out a thin piece of metal, and then on top of that I used enamel embossing powder, and then on top of that I put, this is a real stamp off of a package from England, and I had received this package and it had all different colored, it had a whole bunch of all different colored stamps on it, so I had cut those out so that I could use them, and I just love the way that it matched the Ranger ink that I had put around the edges. And then this little flower up here was fussy cut from the folder, and then I added this little cherub which I colored just a little bit with my markers, and he is from this Crafty Secrets Creative Scraps sheet. And let's see what else. Around the stamp I used a little bit of this enamel accents, and I don't know that I put that anywhere else, but I think that's it. Let me see if I can give you a close-up of the front here. Just added some trims, added a little bit of curly wire here. I hope that he likes it. I know he's received, so you can see the texture here. And I also did a little bit of stamping, some trim down here with gesso. And I also added a piece of crocheted trim back behind here that I had put paint and gesso on. But I know Amador is going to be hanging all of the beautiful tags that he's received. He's received so many of them that he's shown, and they're all beautiful. But he's going to be hanging them in his craft room on his grapevine, so that will be neat to see. And then the back, I use, this is a receipt from, a couple times a year I order from Zipper Stop, which is out of New York City, and when they send you a package, it just has a handwritten receipt with it, which I just love. So I saved them, and I used one here and adhered it to a piece of the super lightweight chipboard that you can get at Michael's. In the they sell this right by where they sell the single sheets of 12 by 12, but it's super thin, and I use my Yes paste to adhere the receipt to the chipboard, and that's my go-to adhesive when I'm adhering paper to chipboard. And just did a bunch of stamping on that, and added this little pocket here that my little note to Amador is on there, and that's going to slide inside there. It's drying a little bit right now. And I had used the honeycomb stamp again and the embossing powder on top of that, as well as I did some more embossing here and added some trim. And it's got a little bit of sparkle from some Perfect Pearls, just mixed with water. So that is my tag. I hope he likes it. I hope everyone is having a good day. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to send me a note, and I'll be talking to everyone soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.